Now we have to talk about Cynthia Nixon from Sex and the City. You might know her as Miranda Hobbs. She's the redhead. She used to be straight in the 90s. She dated Steve. We all love Steve on the original Sex and the City. And then she started dating this non-binary character named Che Diaz. Now she's a lesbian. She can't figure out her identity, who she is. She basically left her entire family behind to go be a late-in-life lesbian. So good for you, Miranda Hobbs on Sex and the City. But apparently Cynthia Nixon is just as woke and ridiculous in real life. So she is walking the walk and talking the talk. She's a method actor. She is a method actor. So she's a woke, ridiculous person on stage, and she's also woke and ridiculous off stage. So Cynthia Nixon's child, named Seth Moses, who is an observant Jewish person, has decided to do a hunger strike for Palestine. This person is fasting for Hamas, for Gaza, for Palestine. This is part of Jewish Voices for Peace. And this person is also a self-proclaimed Jewish anti-Zionist. So Cynthia Nixon's child also used to be a girl and now identifies as a boy. So Cynthia Nixon, you did a great job as a parent. Your child is transgender, can't figure out who they are, what identity they want to be. Now they're fasting for Gaza, Palestine, and Hamas. Good for you, sweetheart. You did a great job raising your child. I am so sick of all of this fasting for Hamas, fasting for Palestine. I remember this about 18 months ago. This was really going on at Princeton and Harvard and all these higher education universities. And then we found out the kids were going to Chick-fil-A. They were like fasting in shifts. They were doing rotating hunger strikes, which isn't really how a hunger strike works. You guys aren't, the next Mahatma Gandhi. Normally, when you do a hunger strike, you actually do the hunger portion of the strike. You don't do a hunger strike for 4 hours, and then you go get lunch. You go get lunch at Sarah Beth's, and then you come back and you do a little bit more of a hunger strike. That is not how it works. But Cynthia Nixon's child apparently feels compelled to do this because I think a lot of young people are devoid of purpose in your life. They don't have family values. They don't have a lot of hobbies. They don't know what their passion is. And so a lot of young people we're seeing, they're tying themselves to these social movements, whether it's Ukraine, Zelensky, Palestine, Hamas, Gaza. They're tying themselves to the transgender cult. That is what a lot of young people are doing. They can't figure out what they want to do in life, so they start messing around with their identity. Well, I might be born in the wrong body. Well, I actually might hate my own country. Well, I might go join this hunger strike. Instead of actually going and getting a job and building a career and building a family, they tie themselves to these social movements, and it changes every 6 months. So good for you, Cynthia Nixon.